And you're on.
Hey, good morning. Happy Tuesday.
We're on. I was on
running
my
late
phone.
today. Why are you on your phone? You're like
I don't know. We're an
kid.
hour late. I thought it didn't matter.
Well,
Listen, it's a crazy Tuesday, so sorry.
Also, I just put a video of Christy on the story, and I asked you guys, what do you want Christy to talk about? I'd like to hit Christy with some random questions once in a while and see what she has
I'm
to
the
say
question
about it.
asker.
So you're the question asker. That's why I want to hit you with some questions. So if anybody asks anything, I'm going to try to keep an eye on my phone while also keeping an eye on the show. So, I mean, I could ask you random
Alrighty.
stuff, but God only knows what the hell we get into if that was the case.
We might end
so.
up getting fired.
Yeah,
Oh,
listen.
gosh. No, don't do it.
Sometimes what I'm thinking, you're thinking, and I'm like, are we both thinking the
Whenever
same?
I get fired, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start a gloves off podcast. And
Up and running.
I'm going to be like, Jeff, I need 2 cameras. I need some internet.
Let's go.
We're going to have some fun.
Oh, boy.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so let's just talk about this weather out there.
Okay.
Tell me it is not beautiful. It is amazing. It was 73, 75, almost probably 80 degrees this weekend. You were up in the snow. I mean, this is wild.
What's crazy is I laughed. I was like, kids, it is too nice to do nothing today.
Yeah.
Let's do something. So I got up early, went to the gym, and I was like, it is amazing out. And I was literally thinking, we can put the boat in water. Like, this
Yeah.
is doable today. And my kids wanted to go shooting.
Ah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, like, whatever. I don't care. Let's go do something. So we ended up deciding we're going to go shooting. We end up in the middle
The Wall
of
of
nowhere. No. I don't know where the hell we were.
Is that where you ended up right there?
No, it's on the other side of Golden Valley, like past the mine going to Vegas. At 6,000 feet elevation.
What? You just were driving in the desert?
Well, we just started cruising and, just kept going and like, oh, this got cool. And then this got cool. And literally ended up in a whole nother world. And, no service. Like, it ended up being a
That's the
great
best
day.
thing.
Like, I just cruised around in my truck with my kids for like 6 hours.
That's awesome.
And it was a pretty solid time. So.
Especially when the phones
Nice.
don't work, because even when you're trying to be intentional about not being on your phone, it's the kids' habits to be on phones,
Yeah.
or even ourselves.
That's where
so
I
that
got,
takes you into a whole
That's where I
different
got
space.
this picture here. Is
this one?
that's just
I was
short.
like, why are you coming into my space
Yeah.
right now?
That's just short of the peak where we hit. And what was crazy is, like, if it was in the sun,
So
it was so
beautiful.
warm that the snow was melting or melted. But if you went in the shade on the other side of the mountain,
Freezing.
it was like blanketed in snow still. It was pretty rad. So
Well, I thought it was pretty interesting because I was like this morning, like, what are we going to talk about? And then Bancroft had a picture, and him and his family were on the river. And you were in the snow. I was sitting on the river. Genius.
Beautiful.
I was sitting on Little League fields. Like, where else can you go that you literally are, 30 minutes away from
yeah.
either or?
Yeah, it was crazy. And then I'm pretty sure Pittsburgh had its second big snow of the whole year the same time. So it was like darn near 80 degrees. Pittsburgh got hit
freezing.
by a few inches of snow. And I'm sitting up there. So even up in the mountains where it was much cooler, I was out there in shorts and a.
It's still nice.
Oh yeah, I look like the most redneck dude ever.
Of course, you're in the snow in your tennis shoes. I am
Yeah,
sure.
well, I got some like cheap boots that I take when I go out in the middle of nowhere because I hate stepping on cactuses and going through your shoes.
Genius.
But I had my gym shorts on and my like what I wore to the gym, and I just threw a hat on. And I was like, all right, outdoors time. So
And then it's like 30 below.
yeah,
Tell me the best adventures are the ones unplanned.
yeah.
They are. Like, you have.
Listen, you
guys
can't
probably
plan a real
laughed and
adventure.
sang
A real
and,
adventure is not a plan. Like,
And you had the best pizza place. You found the best pizza place,
Listen,
just so you know.
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers here.
Oh,
I
no.
think we've converted to River City.
Oh, yeah. It's my favorite.
So we went to Great American Pizza. It was very good. And my kids were like, Dad, what do you think of the pizza? I said, it's good. It's a good time. Like, I like it. And they're like, better in River City? And I was like, what are you guys getting at? And so I kind of was like, I don't know, like a little different. But they're like, I think I like River City better now.
Yeah, you should see. We have a picture. We went there. Literally, my kids do not come home from Phoenix without going there. Whether it is like having to get up first thing in the morning and make it when they open, or before they close.
Yeah. So
Do you dip it in the dressing?
No.
Where's
Yeah,
River
that's
City at?
No.
Needles, silly boy.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I like
It
how
is
Jeff's
amazing.
just let me talk about River City for years and never once was like, "Where's River City?"
Yeah, where is it? Anyway. I never saw it around.
Yeah, I talk about River City like once a week, and
It's
Jeff's
honestly
just like, "Whatever, dude."
their sandwiches
Whatever.
are
It's
just
amazing.
pizza. I
Their
mean, come on.
salad's
Yeah.
amazing.
No, I'm not a big. Is it the ranch
Although
or whatever?
Jeff, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
it's
not
gross.
the ranch. It's their house dressing.
Whatever.
Delicious.
It doesn't belong on pizza.
Do your kids dip? Are
No.
they dippers?
No.
What? You're missing out. Where did we go? Oh, we went to the River Cafe and did a community spotlight. And let me tell you what, they
I heard their
actually
pizza's really good.
they're okay. So it is like
I've never been.
you have to go.
I know.
They're
for
good.
one.
I've been.
But it's good
saying
because
it for
it's like
years.
almost like crispy but not burnt. And so it almost gives you like a cheese bread filling. It's
It is good.
Are you going out to the valley today?
I am going out
Should
to
bring
the
back a
bring
pizza.
Shane's like, can you bring one?
Take the long way around.
It's so bad. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't eat any pizza all week, and then like, so we ordered the UFC fight Saturday, and I was like, I'm not smoking food for 5 hours for a bunch of dudes to
Yeah.
eat it in 5 minutes. So we ordered pizza. That's what I call poverty pizza, known as Domino's.
Oh, boy.
And then Sunday we went out. And we're driving back from the other side of Kingman, basically at that point. And I was like, "Do you guys want to go into town and go eat somewhere else, or do you guys want to see if that pizza place open on the way home?" They're like, "Oh, let's just go to the place. It's good, whatever."
Yeah.
So that's pizza in 2 days, and then so yesterday I grilled chicken, ate just some rice. What, like 12:30 at night?
Hungry.
I was like, "God dang it, I'm so hungry."
You
And
did
so
not DoorDash. Did you DoorDash?
I didn't, but I opened my refrigerator
And there's pizza.
there's leftover pizza, and I'm like
Da-da-da.
12:30 at night, and I'm like putting it in the microwave with shame. I'm like, God damn it.
That's funny.
It's after like I made a point of like hustling to the
better.
store, cooking some chicken, eating early, and I'm sitting there and I'm like so hungry.
Starving.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens.
So I got up in the middle of the night and microwave pizza, and ate 3 days in a row.
But you sleep better
and
after.
it would be 4 days in a row if you brought some back. So
You
Now
sleep
you're in a
good.
food coma.
as a fat person, I straight up can't sleep if I'm hungry.
Yeah, me neither.
If I'm hungry, I cannot sleep. I will just sit there and
I cannot sleep
Your
on a heavy
stomach's
belly.
growling.
Me and my son had a talk about it, and I was like, they're arguing if whether chocolate milk was a dessert. And I'm like, well, it's definitely not a dessert. I said, but I will tell you this. There have been times I had nothing to eat, and I'll just make some chocolate milk.
And it fills your belly.
And it like it's like good enough, and it's filling enough. It like serves the purpose to go to sleep.
No,
So
I am not a nighttime eater at all. Never.
Well, it's a
unless
really-
it's ice cream.
it's a really bad habit apparently. So I feel like if you just did the opposite of what I do diet-wise, you'd be
Everything's fine.
money.
Well,
Yep.
thank God that you work out like a crazy man, or else.
It's my only healthy habit. That and I don't drink soda. That's my only healthy habits in life.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh, my
well.
gosh.
Hey
That's
guys,
wild.
did you see the Daytona 500 by any chance?
Tell us
So
about
listen,
it.
I
What
didn't,
happened?
but I saw that the guys in service were watching it, so I don't know if they were hyper productive yesterday.
Well, the reason why I ask is because a Chevy Camaro won.
Let's go!
And that is William Byron right there, and that is the number 24 Exalta Chevrolet, and he's doing a burnout right there after the win.
Look, I'll be honest, that's a pretty good looking car.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
Chevy
usually, a lot of these NASCARs are, kind of.
Killing it.
Camaro,
Look
man.
at
Yeah.
the smoke.
Hey, you know what's weird? How come all these kids dress like 80s NASCAR people now?
With
And
the
they all
mullet,
want
and they have a
the-
mullet
yeah, they
too.
do.
They
And
have
they all
terrible
want those
mustaches.
cars.
Yeah.
They have goofy sunglasses,
Mullet.
bad haircuts.
Hat,
Yeah.
the mole, yeah.
And then, yeah.
Big
I
old
saw this
trucker
dude the
hat.
other day. He
Torn
had like
off sleeves.
fancy sunglasses. Like, I don't know, like a Yellowstone style
gonna say
shirt
the teal,
tucked
the
into the
pink,
front
the
of
yellow,
his
the blue.
fancy jeans and hopped into his BMW. And I was like, what the hell is
Yeah.
wrong with these
Nothing
people?
matches.
Like, you're just a copycat of 5 different things.
Yes.
Like, it's so bizarre.
Listen, my error's coming back. I'm in.
That's the worst part is I wasn't into it back in the day. I guess.
Yeah, he grew up and
Yeah.
wasn't into it.
No.
Still not into it now.
That's like the
wasn't
weird
into it then.
concert T-shirts everybody wears, and I was like, nah, it really wasn't that common a thing back in the day. Like,
You have to have
you
the
guys were
faces
sold
on
a
your shirt.
Instagram bill of goods that didn't exist.
When do you think the eyeliner is going to come back?
What's that?
I bet
What
Jeff
do you
was
mean?
an eyeliner.
I was
Oh,
not.
eyeliner on dudes?
That's the one thing I
Yeah.
never did is put makeup on in the bands.
Jeff
I
was the
didn't.
last dude in the hairband with no hair.
No
eyeliner.
makeup, bro. No, nuh-uh.
Jeff, you're holding us back, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Dread.
You need to go eyeliner.
And my drummer used to put it on. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you like
No
not
one
doing
saw him.
it?
The funny thing is no one ever sees the drummer, and he'd still put it on. I'm like, what are you putting it on for? No one sees you.
It's so funny.
Whatever.
We still got to do the Arganda episode where we like cover the wildlife
If you
of
watch some of
Arganda.
the
Come out
things
with
he
the
posts
guitar?
about things he's
Yeah.
done, it is
I could
pretty
bring my little
impressive.
amp down here and do a little
You
show.
will not. Let's go. I'll sit back there and be you, and you could
Okay.
be me.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
So
fun.
that's really cool. Chevy won something.
Yes.
I am not into motorsports, but I am that guy that as soon as Chevy wins something, I share it. I'm like,
Yeah, check out our Chevy.
yeah.
It's like me and
So,
the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm not a big motorsports guy, and I'm like, oh,
that is
we
pretty
won
cool.
something. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know,
Heck
it's probably
yeah.
how other people are with other sports. I'm like, no, that's not my team. I'm not doing that thing. Like,
Yeah.
But speaking of who is our team, our community had a good weekend in sports. Mohave had a kid win state in wrestling. Kid
Let's
Christian Owens.
go.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
young
that kid's
man.
good.
Congratulations.
And he has been a multi-time athlete of the week winner. Very, very, very talented wrestler. Won state. Congratulations to him. They had a bunch of guys go to state, represent the school, the town, the community, and that's something I don't think people realize.
yeah.
Man, if you, it's like anything, right? You're in your own little world. Mohave is its own bubble.
Yeah.
But then you go into the competition world, and then you kind of support your town.
Right.
And then you go out into the national world and you support your state.
Yeah.
And then you go out into the world and you support your country. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really small bubble, our little athletic community here. And so it's really cool to see a kid do well. And I want to go over a few things. I don't know what you got next, Arganda, there. But, yeah, Needles Mustang, right down the river. 2 teams going to compete in state.
Both girls
Really-
and boys basketball, right?
Yeah, really talented group. They had great regular seasons, multi-time Athlete of the Week winners. These kids are on the road, I think, today, and they travel like 10 hours or something crazy to
Wow.
go play in their state game. So good luck to them.
Good
I
luck.
believe they are both favored to win their state competitions.
That would be so exciting.
And I saw somebody in the comments on the old Facey Space talking about, oh, they only play small school. Needles is a tiny school in the grand scheme of things. And people don't understand that in the high school sports world, it's changed. Like, you have all these private or,
Yep.
listen, they just have a cultivated student population. So
Yeah.
you're a good athlete, you mysteriously get into that private athletic school,
Yeah.
you have 200 kids, but 100 of them are athletes. Like,
And our town is competing with those schools.
right, and so you may think, oh, this doesn't make any sense, but the public school down the road has 2,000 kids, has a participation of 100 kids in athletics, and
Yeah.
so that's a lot of the stuff that, like, at least for Arizona, the AIA does it. And Needles in a unique situation where they compete in Nevada because of their location. Like, they're so far from everything in California. But people don't realize they're playing Vegas schools who have very good athletes in those schools. They're playing some schools that maybe aren't as big or
When
competitive.
you have like the Catholic schools and the private schools that
Right.
build
And
their
so,
own teams, really.
they really do go and compete against bigger schools, tough schools, quality schools. And, you win a championship in anything. And it's something to be, proud of. So
Yeah.
very, very cool.
Well, like you said,
Well,
that's
good luck
when
to
we
them
all
all.
kind
Yeah,
of band
good luck to
together
them.
and support them too.
And if you could, Jeff, I know we actually were looking at the Daily News, who's doing a great job covering local sports and
They
events.
are. They really
if you can
are.
go there, there's actually a couple kids who got some recognition. I thought it was worth giving them a little shout out too. If you can get to that
Yeah, I'm gonna bring
social
that up
media
right now.
They were
page.
even at our baseball scrimmage the other
Baseball
night.
scrimmage, they
Yeah.
covered, Peyton Weld, another former champion, just finished their wrestling career. If you want to keep scrolling the other way.
Okay, sorry.
You're good. Someone looked like a
There we
Ford,
go.
looked like a Ford burning down.
look
Just
at
saying.
That was. We can go back to that. No,
Yeah, look, I didn't know. No
Yeah,
judgment.
keep going.
Listen, happens to the best of us, I guess. But
It's a Ford.
yeah.
Anyways.
Isaac Urias, a junior, who
So
won his
strong.
sectional. Really, really talented kid. And what's crazy
Mentally
about
and physically strong.
yeah, crazy about him is that he's a 3-sport athlete. Like,
Yeah.
he is good in 3 sports. I wish he'd do track because he's crazy fast. But played baseball out of the blue, made the team. Really, really talented athlete. And he'll go into his senior year. Christian, who won state, is a junior also. So they're going to have a really talented group again next year. If you want to keep scrolling there, Argonda.
Okay, yep.
Oh, there we are. Look at us. We are not state champions.
They aren't champions.
We might arm wrestle at something, but that's the same poor forward. Leave the poor
Keep
forward
going.
alone.
Keep going.
Yeah. So River Valley had a couple kids represented. I don't know that they did super well in the state level, but they earned the opportunity to get to state, which in itself is an accomplishment. I believe they're a young group too. They got a bunch of kids that'll come back and be better, and it goes in waves. Like, it's tough, and you stick with it, and then your junior, senior years, you get opportunity, and
Keep going, Jeff.
and they yeah, you don't need to click on them. I think everybody can see. And if you keep going, yeah, there's some more.
Hey, the way they warm up is pretty impressive. Just so
Yeah. Well, now
do backflips
these
and all kinds
knuckleheads
of
do it
stuff.
at football practice. They'll be in pads. They'll be in
flipping.
pads doing backflips. Like, it's
They're like,
crazy.
oh, wait, this is the
Yeah.
wrong practice.
Keep going there. That more Needles basketball. I know there were some
Yeah,
Laughlin
so
kids who
great.
wrestled here locally. I believe that's Laughlin girls. They had a better season than they had been having, so good for them turning it around. A better shot at the Lady Mustangs. Mount girls basketball made playoffs, and I think they lost their game, as did the boys, but both made
Making it
playoffs.
good.
You know, did a great job. Oh, there it is right there. So that's the Nevada State Championships
For
in
wrestling.
Bullhead City.
Look
Wow.
at that.
That's great.
But packed the place. I mean, you're talking about
That
Vegas.
is probably more than you've ever seen.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
packed.
there was like all kinds of famous, Vegas people whose kids wrestle. Like, I think Frank Mir was there, a couple other UFC
I
guys.
was wondering why it was so packed.
Yeah. So
Wow.
we lost it again.
Sorry.
But there were a couple of Laughlin kids that I'd like to give a little. Yeah, that's one of them who made it to that level, and they did not win, but getting to that level is a testament in itself. Yep, there you go.
Those are big boys.
Yeah, I thought there was a nice picture of them somewhere.
Oh, let's get to it.
Oh, look at that athlete of the week. That's a high-quality interview,
Let's
folks.
Right
Look
there.
at that.
Don't
Let's
forget
go.
the Lobster Athlete of the week. Woo.
Yeah,
Let's see.
absolutely.
Who was it? You didn't let us see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
Here.
What's up, guys? Shane from the Motor
Look
Company
at
here.
who
We're
it
here
is.
with our athletes of the week. We had a unique situation.
They're all
where we had a
lightweight
guy
classes,
nominated,
so
realized he had three
I'm not
guys
that
win
large
the
person.
Sectionals?
Sectionals, yeah.
Yeah.
Sectionals,
Coach Breen did
and
a
they're
great
all going
job.
on to state, with a couple of guys on
Brandon,
the team.
Lisa's baby boy. Great group of
He's
kids.
graduating, going off to school for wrestling. Like that's exciting.
Very cool. So,
All right.
but anyway, I know we're getting. There we go. A little baseball.
Yeah.
That's my little River Valleys.
Yep. Mohave girls soccer had a great year. They lost to Flagstaff in the
Ford?
playoffs. Was that another broke down Ford?
Look, another
Oh,
Ford.
This.
listen.
We couldn't plan this better.
Another Ford.
Yeah.
2 Fords.
Man, these Ford Rangers be having all
Those are
kinds of
2 of
messes. So.
All right. We're going to quit picking on
All
them.
right, I don't know. But anyway, I
Okay.
really just wanted to point out, there's a lot of winning going on in the community, and people, again, always point out the negative, always point out the stuff. But while you're out there arguing about all this stuff, these kids are just living their lives and trying to compete and do a great job. So, and I'm sure we missed somebody. By all means, chime in, let us know. We'd be happy to give them a shout out. But Laughlin Wrestling, Mount Basketball, Mohave Wrestling,
Needles
Basketball,
girls
who's
and
still
boys.
competing. River Valley Wrestling, baseball starting up. Colorado River, we sponsored that 14. I think they had a good tournament. I don't think they won the whole thing, but they won a few games and did a great
the Rio
job.
soccer team.
Yeah, 100 teams
Very
come in
cool.
from out of town. Like, we got a lot of great stuff going on. So
We do.
I don't think we fully appreciate that. And I know everybody was irritated about the traffic.
Listen, this
But
little town and traffic is enough
It
to.
is a trade-off of where we live.
if you're local, you know to take the back roads.
We are a tourist destination. People come here to boat, gamble. They bring their kids here for sports. Like, everybody's like mad there's nothing for kids, and then you bring stuff for kids. They're mad that there's traffic, and
Yeah.
you're like, listen.
Well, the bridge is almost done too, so hopefully that'll start to make the
and
circle
create some
a
new
little more
development and
circular.
opportunities and jobs, and it all goes hand in hand. So I know we all get frustrated
Bed
in the
Bath
moment,
and Beyond is here by Target.
but listen. We can't talk about it, but I hope you saw their advertisement to apply for jobs on their window. You'll have to message me. I'll tell you about it because I can't talk about it on the show. But
Okay.
it was hilarious. I don't know if it's intentionally good marketing, but
funny.
Use your fonts
Got your
wisely,
attention.
folks.
Oh,
Use your
gosh.
fonts wisely. Yeah. It looked like they were advertising for other things. So.
Hey, we're getting bigger and better. We're growing.
Yep,
It's
absolutely.
not stopping, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So, anyway, that's a lot of fun. Jeff, I know you had a deal of the week.
I do. I have a.
Did you pick a tiny little car again?
Actually, I didn't. I picked a vehicle. I picked a vehicle that's been on the lot for a while. They're
Oh,
They
good
really
choice.
want to get this off the lot, and it's a great deal. Let's go ahead and show it. We have a little
check it
video
out.
that we did. So we did some drone shots of this. This is actually a drone video, and these are all drone shots. So we kind of switched it up a little with the drone here. This is a
Drones be droning. Look at that.
this is a pre-owned 2016 Toyota 4Runner. It's an
Cute.
all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. Sorry, it's got the V6 in it, limited, and this thing is clean.
And it has the same interior as a brand new one.
Yeah.
Because it never changes.
And
That's
they're-
right.
They're looking.
That's like a
inside,
Toyota
stays the
trait.
same.
Yeah. So, guys, I'll tell you, this is one of the most popular cars we had on the lot. It's had probably 10 people try to buy it, and the deal hasn't worked out. But I will tell you, in the last week, we have reduced the price. It's got an old age on us. It needs to go. So if you're interested in that vehicle, reach out to the guys, message in us to us right here, and we'll get you set up. But that thing is
Perfect to take you right down to the
yeah,
river or up to the snow.
you know, I don't. We'll give you guys a little bit of behind the curtain in the car business, but we reduce prices as they get older, and so it's kind of like a game show. You know, if you wait too long, you lose it because somebody else will take advantage of it. And
Right.
so
Yeah.
everybody wants a great deal, but they also want a great car, and so you've got to kind of find that sweet spot.
This one might
and when
be
one
just
like
the
this
perfect.
slips through the cracks and gets reduced and is on its way out, take advantage of it. Jump on that thing. So.
We have a little chat.
It is tax
going on.
time coming back.
The
too.
Lewis Lipstone says West Coast Watercraft Club is riding March 1st to the 3rd.
What is that?
I
Lewis?
don't know.
Like, you got to tell us.
Yeah, you gotta
I want to know.
explain a little
I have
more.
to know. There's a watercraft
West
club.
Coast Watercraft Club is riding March 1st to 3rd.
Yeah, man, give us some more info. We'll be
Yeah.
happy to shout it out on the show. We got community events, and I'll be honest. I think as the weather gets nicer, man, we got to get outdoors more.
Yeah, I think we'll do some boat videos this year.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we're like 3 years of saying we're going to do
I
that.
know. Well, my boat wasn't running, or I broke. Whatever.
I think. I think
Yours has always been good, but
we
I've
can
been
go
Those
do
situations.
a video at Jack Smith.
Yeah.
We can go down to Topak 66. We can go
Love
through the
it.
gorge, knock
Yes.
out like 3 videos on a Wednesday
You guys
afternoon.
just need to do it. I'm gonna calendar it for you too.
Okay.
The W always seems to get us when it's a planned
Yeah.
situation.
Well, that's like part of the trick of it all. Like, how many times have we do we have like this grand plan? Like, man, we're gonna do this video with this guy. We're gonna go to this place, and then the weather sucks. The guy gets a customer.
Yep.
Like
Every time.
it never fails. Like, it's,
Honestly, as many times as we've tried to get down to Topak 66 to even do the drive and kind of do the bridge, it's always W.
Something happens.
yep, always something. But
How about this event, guys?
So this is coming back. Super
yeah. Quack, quack.
exciting. April 13th.
so, what is a great duck pluck? And I feel like that is one slip away from getting us in trouble.
So, so that is the
Right?
Laughlin
Like you're one
Chamber.
word slip away
You are.
from
The Laughlin
Duck pluck,
Chamber
duck pluck.
started
getting a
it
long
last,
talk from HR.
started it last year. So you buy ducks and your number goes on the bottom, and then they pick the ducks and you could win prizes.
Are they
It's
doing
a
it the
great
same this
fundraiser.
year? 'Cause I
Where do
heard
they
that-
put
No,
the ducks?
It's a little
it'll
different,
be
yeah.
it'll be done a little different, but it
Do
goes
they go in a bathtub?
Yeah, they're not doing it down the
down
river.
the river. I think it was a little crazy down the river, but there's a
Lame.
section of the river that'll be blocked off where they'll be in.
So I don't know what it was for, but they had like a 30-foot rubber duck in Pittsburgh one year, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
What are you guys doing
Yeah.
with this stuff in Pittsburgh?
And honestly, I never even looked into it, but I just thought it was crazy. What'd you do if you saw a 30-foot rubber duck on the Riverside dock? You know?
Be like, what the world?
Oh man, we gotta find out where that thing's at. See if
yeah,
we can borrow
let's
it.
get it.
You can get on
What
there and
else
ride
we
that
got,
thing like a
Jeff?
dinosaur.
We hold
you
on.
will not.
Nah,
We,
I
we
would.
have a Lewis gave you some information.
Oh, let's-
Shane, let's let me read it to you. It's I'm sorry, we are the only jet ski club in Southern California. We are a jet ski club riding Lake Mohave Friday and Jack Smith to Havasu Springs on Friday.
Oh, cool.
So it's a jet ski club, and if you got a jet ski, you can get in there and ride with them.
Very exciting.
That's fun.
So no boats, I would think. Probably no boats. It's all jet skis.
Listen, I have a boat. I'm not riding with a bunch of jet
I was
skis.
going to say, boaters and jet skiers are two
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
worlds.
Yes.
No, and listen,
For sure.
that's a beautiful ride, and I don't know if I've ever seen those guys out there, but there's large groups that I don't know if they're tours or what they are, if they're just buddies, but you'll see large groups of jet skis run down there.
Yeah.
And it looks like a great time, and some of those jet skis are badass.
They're fun.
So my boat's
fancy.
out there. I'm a cool guy. I'm doing 70 miles an hour. I'm
They're just like,
hauling butt, and this old man cruises up to me in this jet ski one time, sitting there, turns, looks at me. And I'm like, what is this guy doing? And then he's gone.
Gone.
So I don't know what the hell was on this
He
guy's
wanted to
jet
race
ski.
you?
Oh,
Yeah.
He was like punking me. I was like, damn. And literally,
Super
my
charged.
You
boat,
should have let me know we were in a race.
my boat is about tapped out at 70 miles an hour. And so this dude had more in the tank, and he just cruised up, looked at me. This Johnny jet
funny.
skier had like boots and gloves and yeah. But
Too
anyway,
Well, have
check
fun.
that out
That'll
if it's
be
in
a
the
great
comments,
ride
guys.
For you.
Yeah, check that out in the comments. Reach out to that gentleman if you're interested in getting involved in that group. And we're right around the corner from spring break. I like that. They always have the spring
All
meetup
of
at
it.
Pirates, like getting out on the water. I got my
Yeah.
boat serviced. I'm super excited.
Ready to go?
All right, and here's another event happening.
Yep, that'll be this Saturday. I don't know if there's any tickets available, but if so, you should find out. It's a great event.
I think they were selling tickets as much as last week. And
I
at
know
this point, it's
tables are
typically
sold, but
it's
usually-
typically individual tickets. But I'll tell you, if you reach out to somebody who bought a table, sometimes they have an empty seat and they just give you one.
Yeah, that's true.
We know we've overbought tables before. We're like, 2 tables for us, definitely. And then we're like, shoot.
Can't fill 'em.
We're like 5 seats short from filling 2 tables.
What's next,
We're
Jen?
inviting everybody.
Oh, so this is again the Trace's Bingo Night. If you have not got your tables or individual tickets, buy them, or you can buy them at the door as well. But it's a great night full of laughter, fun, bingoing, and it goes to a good cause.
Yeah,
Our
and guys,
Trace's-
this is one of the best fundraisers out there, and the Traces organization has done a great job in putting money back into a lot of kids who can't afford to play sports, get involved, buy equipment. They have a very unique setup where you can reach out to the board, and they will approve things pretty quickly. In the case of like rare events where a kid lost some gear and they need it, or they have a unique opportunity. So Trace is a really neat group, and we got involved with the start of that. So very fun.
Near
The
and dear
golf
to our
tournament's
heart.
coming up.
Golf tournaments
Leads
coming up.
right into the ACES Awards, where we recognize the best and brightest in the community, educators, and things like that.
Such
so
a good evening.
Hot rods and Harleys.
Yeah, so this is the River Cruisers. They actually have 2 events coming up. This one's in April. There's another one in March, but they're great supporters of the community. They do these little car shows, so definitely get out there and support them.
So not only do they do their groups and they bring back the money, but they have awesome cars.
Yes.
They do.
Like,
do.
I'm sure.
Oldies but goodies.
Listen, the oldies are the besties. Like,
Yes, for sure.
we all love all this modern stuff. It's comfortable. It's fun to ride around them. There ain't nothing cooler than some of those old cars.
No.
Yep.
This is the Winter Expo, which is always nice. It's always at the. Is it at the?
Well, was it Laughlin Chamber
think it's
last
at-
year, or Bullhead
is it-
Chamber? Excuse me.
So it's at the chamber again.
Yes.
But a great time to kind of see what's out in the community, see what you can get involved in also. So definitely show up.
Yeah, and it's a great place to kind of consolidate, get everyone together, and you can, from a business standpoint, you get in front of hundreds of people in one day.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to shake some hands, hand out some cards, tell them who you are and what you do. But if you're looking for something to do, same thing applies. You can go in and you can go talk to 50 different businesses and 50 different services, and it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Another
So this
car
is-
show.
Yeah, nope. So this is their other car
Tis
show.
the
So this
season.
is the March. The other one was
Okay.
in April. So
Gotcha.
again, River Cruisers, great with the community, great to the community, and great cars.
Yeah, and they do or at least they're involved in that big one at the Riverside, right?
This year that's the April one, and they're doing it. At
Oh, they
Avi
moved
this
it back to
April.
the Avi?
Yeah,
Oh, very cool. Will
Maybe
they
they
go out on the
do.
grass?
maybe they.
It's badass. 'cause
Yeah.
It's right back down by the river.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
maybe
pretty
they
rad.
do both.
And then this.
So this is really cool, and I don't know if you guys are catching it or not, but the last Friday of every month, all the food trucks get together down at the Miracle Mile Event Center. DJ Loki's going to be there. I mean, look at the list of food trucks. I don't know if anybody has stopped by and tasted some of them, but we had Rolling J's for Valentine's Day, and let me tell you, delicious, like out of the park delicious. So this is a great time to go, and because they have so many, when they originally started it, they just did a few food trucks, I think, and they were overloaded. So now everybody has joined in and they go, and so you can have some drinks.
Yeah,
some
no, that's
outdoor
cool.
fun. What are you laughing about?
I don't get it. It's so weird.
Listen, any type of food you could want is there, and they have music.
Sounds like a great time. Go check
is
it
a
out.
great time. You
They
should
haven't got
check it out.
Shine Guys salsa, whatever that is.
Whatever that is. You got me, Jeff.
We'll have to go check it out. I don't know.
Look, it's great. Sounds
Listen.
fun. Looks wonderful.
Good job. Next.
Okay, that's it. We're done.
Enjoy it while the weather's nice,
That's our
everybody.
upcoming events, people.
I know.
Yep, absolutely.
We have the Mohave Sunrise Rotary Golf
Somebody wants to know where they can send a flyer to us to be added to the live.
on Facebook.
Send it on the Facey Space or leave in the comments. Jeff will grab the image and save it. But really, if you can shoot us a message so we get some information.
message
And
Shane,
honestly,
myself,
we really just
Finley.
gather these from the groups that we're involved in, either personally or professionally with Finley. And but we're pretty non-biased. We just want to let people know what's going on in town.
That's right.
Yeah.
We want to support groups. We want people to be successful. We want the word to get out. We want your events to be successful, especially not all of them, but a lot of them are for fundraisers or for a good cause. And
Yeah. So on that note, the Laughlin Chamber, the Bullhead Chamber, if you are not a part of those, they're both great groups to get a part of because they not only share your stuff, but
Jeff, can you go
support
to
your
our
stuff.
Facebook also?
Yeah.
And it's, a great place to network.
So we completely forgot to highlight that the air show's coming back, and
Air
we
show.
are sponsoring it again.
The air
We are
show.
super excited. The air show was supposed to be every other year, and because of situations around the world, economics, things like that, the fact that ours was so accessible and honestly pretty well done with the casinos, the shuttle system, the bus system.
Which they've done a lot of tweaking to make all of that better as
So they
well.
made that better. They've expanded the viewing area. They're going to have a second tent that you can get involved in. But it is coming back, and it's right around the corner. Time flies, and all of a sudden you just look up,
I
and
know.
these events are right on top of you. So if you go to our Facebook and scroll down a little bit,
Yeah, I'm getting there.
we shared one of the air show promo videos. But guys, go follow. Yep, there you go. Yeah, go follow that page, Laughlin Bullhead Air Show. Stay in the loop. They're going to be trying to announce improvements, but it's really hard to explain improvements in social media posts. But bigger viewing area, more vendors, more food,
More planes.
2 big tents, so you have an opportunity to get involved or buy an upgraded ticket. You can just walk in, right?
Also, something
Yeah.
good to know is that on Friday, you can go to their Friday events and take your children so they can find out about being a pilot, about working, manning the planes.
So the
all
air
kinds of
show
different-
happens, but they come before the show and talk to students, talk to
Yeah.
the schools. We don't have a real rich aviation history here in our backyard, so these kids don't get exposed to it, and so it's a great opportunity to bring in and enrich these kids a little bit and give them some new exposure and opportunities.
Yeah.
So reach out to them directly. I'll tell you, Jackie does a great job.
She's
She's a
great.
huge advocate. And
Lots of volunteers are needed too. So if you are looking to volunteer, this is a great event to help out.
Volunteer, or if you have a group that wants to volunteer and get involved, I know that they do have a lot of support, but it never seems to be enough. And it's a really cool event. And if you guys didn't make it last year, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I'll be at the
What was-
Traces.
Yeah,
And
I
you'll
won't.
be there. You and Jeff get to experience that, and I get to do the golf tournament.
But they had that A-10 Warthog last year, and this little 20-something-year-old girl hopped out of this badass warplane.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't inspire someone to something,
She was the
I don't
driver?
know. Yeah.
Holy
It was
heck.
badass. It was awesome.
You're like, let's go.
Yeah, it was pretty rad. So.
Good
Very
stuff,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, lots of good stuff going on, guys. I didn't see anybody comment that they want you to talk about anything crazy. Although,
Who wants to interview me?
full disclosure, we have terrible service down here.
We have
So
the worst
every
service
time
ever.
our internet works through a whole show, we're pretty happy.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, we'll be like, Jeff, why don't you bring that thing up? He's like, there's no internet.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, that happens. I'm not gonna
listen,
lie.
I want to say thank you to the community for supporting us. We are still hiring. We have vehicles to buy. We are, out there supporting the
We are
community.
really
the community
close
supports us,
to
so that's
opening our new
exciting.
building.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right around the corner. We're just waiting on little detail
We
things now at this
still want
point.
a place in there for our show if anybody's watching.
There's not a place for our show.
Up on the
Listen,
roof is
if
it?
we push the issue, they're going to put us in the storage closet in the second level.
Of the old
Yeah,
building.
just be us in boxes.
Boo, okay.
Yeah.
You're
So
winning. Oh,
Whoops, sorry.
Down a
it
line.
should
Oh,
free
it's
up
gonna
some
do that
space around the
3
store.
times.
So,
3 times we're going to hear that, and I want to
One
show
more time.
her flyers. She sent them in,
Oh,
let's
nice.
go.
so I can show them right
I
now.
hope it's not for anything
It's like
inappropriate.
a dream
Well,
of
no, I'll
Jeannie.
make sure it's
Did
not
you
first.
vet it, Jeff? Are we about
I dream
to?
of Jeannie.
I checked
Yeah.
it first.
Just kidding.
Oh boy. Okay,
Listen.
let me get these up here. So
And listen, I still think we should just post all the flyers in the comments for people who want that information, because it's probably hard to scroll back and find it or whatever.
We could do that.
So post all those flyers that we have Arganda in the comments on
Okay.
the main store page.
well, this was her first one.
Los
looks like
Lagos
Yeah.
Bunko Night.
Oh, they do it every Thursday.
Listen, let me tell you, that's a high quality flyer.
It is nice.
As a guy who really sucks at digital design and
That
graphics,
catches your attention.
I'm like, that's a high quality flyer. Look
Pink
at
and
that.
purple, my favorite colors.
Fancy dice,
What's next, Jeffy?
very cool.
Oh, yes. This gal is really fun that puts these on, too.
Prove it.
I need to have her on the show.
Prove it.
You need to come on the show.
Come on the
Okay.
show, fun
Yeah.
girl.
And this is the last one.
Fun
It looks
girl.
like the cornhole Mondays.
Oh
yeah.
man, something all
Los
the time.
Logos has something going all the time. If you are bored any night of the week, I'm sure they have an event.
You know what else they have going on?
Karaoke Friday. That
Wide
seems
open
fun.
fairways so terrible golfers can find their golf balls.
That's always
As a
nice.
terrible golfer, that's what I look for in a course, you know. People are always like, well, why'd you go play needles? I'm like, well, I can hit my first tee drive off the third fairway.
still
So,
find
yeah. Probably not the first tee. That's probably a bad example. But, yeah, I'll play from anywhere as long as I can find my ball. So.
The cornhole starts March 4th, she's saying.
Yeah, a lot of fun
So,
events.
Hey, their food is delicious. Have you tried their chicken wings?
At Los
Their
Lagos?
chicken wings are like this big.
Are they like an actual chicken's wings?
So
I
good.
think so. I don't know what it is, but they're gigantic.
Me and my son had this argument about fried chicken. He's like, it's all the same. And I was like, is it?
No.
And so we
Is
had
it?
to have this argument about the gas station fried chicken.
It's delicious.
And I said, do you get excited when you get the gas station fried chicken? He's like, it's pretty good. I said, well, that's not
That's
all the same, is
crispy,
it?
crunchy
Yeah.
chicken, isn't that it?
It's
Yeah.
so good.
So I like the biscuits they have there. I think the chicken's okay, but
The biscuits are good. The honey
The-
biscuits. Yeah.
listen,
They actually have a fried burrito, like a chimichanga. Delicious.
listen. I am on this mission that sometimes it's just too much.
Too many options.
You know, like if you see those food pages
There's too
and they're
many
like, here's a
options.
glazed donut on top of some ice cream with some melted cheese. And I'm like, that's too much, dude. That's gross.
That's a lot.
Like, it's no
Not
longer
a fried
appealing.
chimichanga. It's delicious.
I also think large quantities of food are gross. Like, you ever see them making food? It's like a huge vat of cheese. I'm like, that's disgusting. But if you
wanna
give
see
me
how
like
you
a
make
little nacho thing for cheese, I'm like, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Big vat. I'm
nice
like, that's so
appetizer.
gross. So
well,
gross.
you also like everything very plain.
I do.
So that
I also like
I'm a
it
saucy.
good.
I like it saucy. I want
I
cheesy.
feel
I
like
want all the good
a lot
stuff.
of people eat bad food and they just bury it in other stuff that they do like.
It is true. I'm a Worcestershire, so like my mashed
what?
potatoes,
A
Worcestershire user.
Oh, what? Jeff, what do you call that word?
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. So everything
What is
I
it called?
have. Worcestershire. What do you
Worcestershire?
call it?
Yeah, I do not say it like that.
What- how do you say
Listen,
it?
Worcestershire sauce.
But I will agree that my
know.
steak and my mashed potatoes only taste like Worcestershire sauce.
gross. Ruin a good steak
Delicious.
that way.
So good.
Yeah.
Can't have it without.
I feel
mashed
like people who
potatoes.
put a lot of A1 on their steak don't know what a
Ruin
good
it
steak is.
either.
Yeah. When I was married,
Are you an A1 or a Worcestershire?
or a neither? Do you have a soul? Is that the other option? Like,
Someone said wash your sister sauce.
wash your sister sauce. If you got a little wash your sister
Yes.
sauce, yeah.
That's so funny.
Look at-
Oddly, everyone would know exactly what you meant if you said that. That's
Your
crazy.
sister sauce.
When we were married, I would go get a medium rare to rare steak, and she would get whatever well done, filleted, and I'd be
Yes.
like, she wouldn't eat it all, and I'd be like, I don't even want
I
that.
can't
You
even
know, like
eat
I don't
it.
even want that. You know,
Yeah, if
it's
you
not
like
good
a
at that
rare
point.
steak, you can't eat a
Yeah,
medium
listen.
rare.
I post
even.
all those steaks or tri-tips
Yeah,
or
they
things
look-
that
they're not
there's
cooked.
blood pouring off the
No,
cutting board, and people are
cannot
like,
do it.
"Oh my God, is that mooing?" Like, I promise you it's not.
In my belly.
If it was, I would have heard it when I cut it. So,
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
No way.
it's the best way to do it.
Hey,
that's
guys.
that's a great debate I'm willing to have any day.
Worcestershire, A1, or not.
Worcestershire.
Wash your sister.
Worcestershire.
Hey, guys. Shop local, support local. Have a good day. We have
Eat Worcestershire sauce.
Oatman Fire Station
Put it on everything.
Chief coming to talk to
Put
you
your-
on Thursday.
What are we doing on Thursday? Are we going to have some Worcestershire sauce?
Yes.
Oatman fire. Oatman fire.
Oatman Fire. Do you like Worcestershire sauce?
All right, we're out of here.
Have a good day.